Which favorite are you expecting to cover tonight, Maddie?
So this is a slate where I actually like more favorites than underdogs. That's kind of rare for me. I tend to think underdogs are the way to find some value, but I think there are some really shorthanded teams. And then specifically, there's a team that usually is really good that is missing, I think it's two best players. So so the Cavaliers are missing Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And we've actually seen the total for this Cavs Celtics game jump from 211.5 to 216.5. But the spread hasn't budged much. And I think the Celtics have lost some games recently. The Cavs have been on this winning streak, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time this year they've played without both of their big men. And I think their defense kind of just falls apart here without those guys. So I think the total going up has made a lot of sense, but the spread should be going with it. I think the Celtics deserve to be 8 or 9 point favorites. I know I always pick the Celtics. It has had mixed results, but
Yep.
-6 or so, like I think this line should be higher.
Interesting, Matt. Total increases right around the time they signed Joe Johnson to a 10-day contract. Friar, which favorite do you expect to cover tonight?
Emerson, you took my point. I was going to talk all about Joe Johnson. I had all these stats and everything. I was going to go on this long soliloquy and everything. I'm really disappointed. But yes, okay. I am going to take the Celtics. I was looking at I would have normally taken the Cavs in this situation because they are a cover machine. As much as the Celtics are at least over 500 against the spread this season, 15, 14, and then 2 pushes. But when you look at the Cavs, Matt was talking about it. Evan Mobley, no Jared Allen. Both of them are out. When they saw each other last time this season, the Cavs and the Celtics, Jared Allen was out that game, and Evan Mobley may as well have been out of that game. He went like 0 of 11 from the floor, and the Celtics won that game by 6 points. The spread right now, 5.5. And when you look at Cleveland too, they are 10-2 against the spread as road dogs this season. Of course, normally I would trust them in this situation, but at some point you would expect some semblance of regression. This is a prime spot for it, and the Celtics are 9-6 against the spread after a loss, which is a situation they find themselves in tonight.